This is not a story. This is your life as a Kogi child, chosen to become a Mamo, learning to see the world through darkness before you ever see it in light. You are born high in the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta of northern Colombia. The Kogi call this place the heart of the world. Your people see themselves as elder brothers, guardians who keep the earth in balance. A few days after your birth, elder Mamos examine you carefully. They study your movements, the timing of your arrival, how you respond to sound. After quiet discussion, they tell your parents, "This child will become Mamo." It is the greatest honor, but it means your childhood will be unlike almost anyone else's on Earth. For about 9 years, you will learn to understand the world through darkness. You are not taken into some deep cave. Instead, they bring you to a special ceremonial house built with thick walls and tiny openings. Even at noon, the inside stays like deep twilight, full of shadows and soft outlines, never full daylight. This becomes your home, school, and entire world. An elder Mamo becomes your teacher. His eyes seem to look through things rather than at them. He tells you, light blinds people to deeper truths. In darkness, you learn to see a Luna, the spiritual reality that creates everything visible. A Luna represents the invisible world of thought and spirit beneath all physical reality. Learning to sense that world is your education's main goal. Your lessons look nothing like ordinary school. No books, no pictures, no writing. You learn through spoken stories, sacred chants, and meditation. The Mamo teaches that every mountain, river, and stone is spiritually alive. The Sierra Nevada is not just mountains, but a living body. Certain peaks act as its head, lagoons as its eyes, rivers as its blood. You spend hours in near darkness, learning to listen with extraordinary attention, not just to his voice, but to wind moving around the house, shifts in the earth after rain, distant water sounds. Food comes in this dim space. Plantains, yucca, beans. You rarely see meals clearly, so you learn to recognize everything by touch, smell, and taste. Your other senses sharpen remarkably. Soon you know who approaches just from footstep rhythm. You smell rain long before clouds appear. Every few months, you're allowed short, supervised trips outside, but always at night or under heavy clouds. Never in direct sunlight. Even moonlight feels harsh to your adapted eyes. On these outings, the Mamo takes you to sacred places. Rocks where offerings are made, springs feeding underground water, trees marking spiritual boundaries. At each place, he has you close your eyes. What do you feel here? You learn to notice how air feels on your skin, how ground feels under your feet. You are learning spiritual payment, the idea that every physical action must be balanced spiritually. If people take water, they must give something back through offerings. If they cut trees, they must perform ceremonies. The whole world is a web of give and take between the seen and unseen, and your job as Mamo will be to help keep that balance. Years pass in controlled dimness. 3 years, 5 years, then 7. Your skin becomes pale. Your eyes react sharply to even little light. During long meditations, you begin experiencing true seeing. With eyes closed, you sense distant places, feel when something important happens far away, become aware of spiritual presences. In Kogi understanding, these experiences are not imaginary. A Luna is considered more fundamental than the physical world. You learn complex ceremonies, reading coca leaves to understand questions, speaking with sacred sites using offerings, performing rituals that help keep the sun rising and seasons in order. Your teacher tells you about younger brothers, people in the outside world who cut forests and dig for minerals without making proper spiritual payments. From your dark training house, you understand your role as one who must watch over the world, even if the world doesn't know you exist. After about 9 years, your time in darkness ends. You are around 10 years old. The transition to light happens slowly. First, walks at dusk, then cloudy days. Finally, with care, direct sunlight. The first time you see the mountains in full daylight, it takes your breath away. The green seems impossibly bright, the sky deeper than any imagined color. But you're not just seeing with your eyes. When you look at a tree, you feel its place in the network of life. When you see a river, you're aware of ceremonies needed to keep it healthy. You are now a young Mamo. Your years in darkness are over, but your work is beginning. People will come with questions about sick children, failed crops, or outsiders cutting sacred trees. You will listen to the land and a Luna, then slowly learn to answer. You will join night-long ceremonies to correct imbalances and protect your territory. The Kogi still carry out this training today, though outside influences grow stronger. Some children are still taken into darkness, so they can grow up seeing the world from the inside out. This was your life as a Kogi child, raised in darkness for 9 years. Not in a cave, but in a house where light was limited so your mind could learn to notice what others overlook. It remains one of the most intense forms of training anywhere, still continuing in Colombia's mountains, shaping people who understand reality very differently.